Plug. Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is.
There's stuff you can do. You want to be a big baby about everything.
I ain't baby. You're the damn baby.
Grow the up.
You first.
Plug. I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Dandy's World Guide. Today we're talking about Pebble. You know him, you love him, or maybe you're here because you hate him and don't know how to use him. Either way, I got you covered. Distracting can feel like trying to outrun a rabid pack of Twisteds with your shoelaces tied. But trust me, it doesn't have to be that stressful. You just need to have a plan. And since this is my favorite main, wink wink, I need to show you why Pebble is actually one of the best tunes for distracting. Let's get into it.
Here we go!
Pebble is a main tune, meaning he's got one less heart than the other tunes, but has 16 total star stats. Pebble's all about speed and stamina. He has 5-star movement and 4-star stamina. He's basically Sonic, but a dog, and not as blue. This makes him one of the fastest tunes, just slightly slower than Lily. Now, speed and stamina are super important for distracting. Why? Because if you're fast, you don't have to run as much to stay ahead of the Twisteds. Pebble has another trick up his sleeve. It's his special ability, called Bark. Pebble's bark works just like an air horn. It's super loud and drops your stealth to 0, and brings all Twisteds straight to your location. If your teammates have lower stealth and keep dragging Twisteds off of you, you can just bark and they'll come back. Pebble is a smaller tune, which is also a benefit when distracting, since it allows him to squeeze through Twisteds for some very clutch moments. When distracting in general, it's important to know the Twisteds you are distracting and what they're capable of. For this video, I'll only be pertaining to Pebble, but the tips can be applied to all distractors with some tweaks. Tip number 1, knowing their abilities. Certain Twisteds have abilities like Scrap's Tail Snap and Sprout's Tentacle thing. Knowing their abilities and how to recognize when they're using them is very important. Not knowing the timing can easily get you hit, especially when you're panicking, and trust me, there will be those moments. Tip number 2, knowing the Twisted speed tiers and attention span. For background info, each Twisted has its own speed and attention span stat, which tells you how fast they are and how long they're going to stay onto you while you're out of their line of sight. For example, Toodles has a speed stat of 20 and an attention span of 1.5, meaning you have to keep her close enough to not to lose her, but still far away enough so that you can stay safe, and not get hit. And for the opposite, we have Ginger. Ginger has a really slow speed stat and a really high attention span, which means she will stay onto you and follow you just slowly. She's kind of giving the immortal snail. Tip number 3, distracting the hard Twisteds. As Pebble, since you have 5-star speed, 9 times out of 10 you'll be taking the hard Twisteds like Twisted Pebble, Bobette, and Colon Blackout. And there's also more, but you don't have to know those for now. You need to know how to distract these Twisteds since they are the fastest in the game. Luckily, I posted a distractor guide where the one thing I did correctly explain was how to handle the fast Twisteds. So check that out if you want more detail. Now let's talk about Trinkets, because Pebble doesn't just run fast, he accessorizes. For distraction, you'll want to go with Speedy Shoes and Dog Plush. Walk speed is important since it doesn't drain stamina, and you need to stay mobile without burning out and crashing into a wall. If you're playing backup Pebble, which I'll explain soon, you might go for Dog Plush and V-Mode. But honestly, you should just stick to the main set unless you're not the primary distractor and if you want to throw, I guess. This Pebble style helps those tunes find tapes quickly and useless items as well, so that they can get their heals out and take other Twisteds if the distractor isn't confident or is occupied with one of the major level Twisteds, like Pebble or Bobette. This is a great role to fill when you know your team only has one distractor, or if you know you can take some Twisteds but not all of them. Next, let's get on to the tips and tricks.
Here we go!
To prove I am a great Pebbles, I called the best distractors I know to get their opinion on if I'm good at distracting Pebbles. Hey. I have a question.
Yeah.
You think I'm good at distracting?
No, I think you.
Hello?
Yo,
I have a question. Can you answer, please?
what?
So, do you think I'm a good distractor? Oh. Oh. Thank
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just wondering if you think I'm a good distractor.
Okay, well, let me think. Let me think.
Uh-huh.
You're all right.
Just all right? Not
Yeah,
like great or no stopping or
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, you're just all right.
oh. Thanks for the honesty, I guess. I have a question.
Oh, what is it?
Do you think I'm good at distracting?
No, you suck at.
Anyways, tip number one. Tip number one, distract the area with the least machines. Since this area has the least machines, it is less likely to get other teammates to go to that area since there's literally nothing to do there. Common areas with no machines are broken elevator or close-knit tight rooms, I guess. Tip number two, grab band-aids, not medkits. Am I saying to never buy medkits? No, you should buy them, always. You're dumb if you don't. I'm saying if there's a band-aid on the map and nobody else needs it, take it. Some people may argue over it and say like, oh, give it to Cosmo or Sprout, or give it to Ginger. But Ginger and Cosmo should be prioritizing medkits over band-aids, and Sprout isn't always guaranteed to heal you immediately when you get hit. So it can be detrimental to you and your team. You know when to heal yourself. Have confidence, my guy. Tip number three, keep track of your Twisteds. Think of your Twisteds as puppies without leashes. Once they see you, that's when you put a very safe leash on them that doesn't hurt the puppy. You have to keep an equal distance with the puppies or else the leash will break. Or you'll be dragging the puppy too far away. And you don't want your puppy to get stolen by your Brightney on your team, right? If you lose your puppies, you lose the game. So please keep track of your puppies. Wait, what am I talking? Oh yeah, Twisteds. Tip number four, communicate with your team. Nobody likes a loud dog, but what's worse than a loud dog is a silent one, because you'll never know when they need help. Tell your team if you need a band-aid, a heal, ask them where the Twisteds are. If you have a question at all, just ask it. There's no dumb questions in Danny's world. Trust me, I've answered a lot of questions. And that's it for this guide. Pebble is such a fun tune and a must-have for Distractor mains. If you're on the fence about playing him, try Louie or Goob first to see if you like their playstyle. Let me know in the comments, do you love or hate distracting? Have any funny Pebble stories? I want to hear them all. Just know I read them all. If you're not already in my Discord server, join us. We've got a super chill community that loves answering questions. And sometimes they bark at each other, but that's just sometimes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay speedy, and keep those Twisteds on a leash. See ya!